Welcome back to the workshop and the channel. I'm Kalle. Today we are looking at the mount for the fender that we've done. We are looking at the caliper. We've removed the paint. But mainly we are starting with the wiring of the SR500. We are also checking out the plan for the BMW and showing the fuel tank that we have in mind. I'm going to go through all the parts I'm using when I'm making a new wiring harness and showing how I do things and some tips and tricks. And this video is going to be a bit longer than usual, but it's a tedious job making a new wiring harness, and that's what's coming up. So please stay tuned to the end of the video when we're showing the fuel tank for the BMW. And yeah, stay tuned. Here we have the caliper. I think this matches up pretty good with the brush alumina from the fender and the disc, and I think it looks good, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. We're not going with any paint or anything, just keep it as it is. Here we have our custom-made bracket for the fender. I think they turned out pretty good. Here's what we've done so far. This is from the controller to the headlight and kill switch. I'm gonna run this through here. Here we're soldered up some cables. And here we have the cable from the brake that's going down to the brake light. Here everything is going to 3-to-1 loom. We have some quick release, watertight. So this is what's going forward from the electrics tray. You got the positive, the negative, you got the kill switch, and this is the cable that's gonna go all the way back to the brake light. And we're gonna mount this like this, with a rubber clamp. CDI, reg rec. The on-off switch is going to be located up here, so you can switch it on. So this is the tail light that we've chosen. I think it matches up with the headlight, and it it suits the style of the bike. You can see that, and here you have the headlight. You got the same ring. I forgot to record this part, but yeah, you'll see what we've done, what the plan is. And today we are fixing this up, coming through here. We are also routing this loom back under and up, following this pipe and into the electric tray. First of all, I have to clean this up and use the bench that we're supposed to use as a table and not the cleaning bath. It has to be done so we can continue to clean stuff, obviously. And yeah, let's start with that. I thought we go through what electrical components and stuff I'm using when I'm doing a loom. And I've done it a couple times before and it gets better every time. Of course, practice makes perfect. And yeah, let's check out what I'm using. Here we have the heat shrink with the glue inside, and it gets really tight. Tight as a fish's ass, and that's watertight. To quote Craig Rodsmith, if you haven't checked him out, go to his Instagram or YouTube account and look him up. Funny guy, really good metal worker. I'm using these connectors, watertight as well. A pretty good value in them, and yeah, I'm happy with them. I'm going with 1mm area cable. We also got 0.5mm area cable, but 1mm will do, except when you have a larger area on the cables. For example, to the headlight, we go up a size. And these are the small bits and sealant to the connectors. When I extend a cable, I do it like this. I'm gonna show you. It's pretty simple, but you see, it is a little trick to get the joints good and strong when you solder them, and then put the heat shrink over. So you got the two ends like this. Make a cross and start winding them up into each other like this. Then you get a strong joint, and then solder and some heat shrink over it. That's my tip. It is a tedious job, but have patience when you're doing the electrics. Take your time, and it will get better. That's my, if not biggest tip, is to have patience and take your time. Or else you have to redo everything, like I did on the Moto Guzzi. Wasn't happy at the end and had to redo everything because I rushed it to get it started. And yeah, take your time. We are ready for soldering, and this blue cable I'm not gonna use. It's for the neutral light, and we don't have any, and we don't need it. And so this is I'm going to remove this, but it will be there. On second thought, I just shot it right there and remove it later. And I'm hoping you guys are doing okay out there with this fucking coronavirus that's going around. Where I live, it hasn't been so bad yet, but maybe it will come. Take care out there. Usually when I do this, I don't have all the joints at the same length, but in this case it doesn't matter. I'm going with a larger split loom, and it will fit, and it will be down here somewhere, and it will get tight and it will fit better. But usually when you want a really tight loom, you desync this, like one joint here and one further down and so on. But in this case it doesn't matter. I haven't checked the old joint done by the previous owner, and I don't leave it without checking it out. I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but the engine had a split piston ring. It had cracked, so I better check this out too. And here we have, I don't like that. That's too sharp of a bend there. As I feared, there's almost no connection in here. Yeah, that's not good enough. So the loom from the engine is extended. Now I gotta find the right route for it. And I think I have. This is the split loom I was talking about, and it is awesome. It's heat resistant and everything, and I leave a link in the description below for you in Sweden, and I can highly recommend this. It's awesome. If you like this video or some other video from the channel, please do subscribe, leave a comment, and chat with me in what your project you are having, and go to my Instagram, DM me some pictures, and let's get the community started and talk about bikes and builds and tips and tricks and so what. And please do comment and subscribe, share it. I'd be grateful. What I'm doing now is try to get the end right up to this rubber seal, and then put the tape around here so it. This is what I've done so far. I've routed this loom down here. I don't know if you can see. and it comes up right here, up behind the engine, behind the mount, goes up here and all the way up. Then I've started with this, goes here, clamp down there and moves back and comes out here. Here we have these two. That's what I've done today, and that's how far I'm gonna get today. Before we end the video, we are taking a look at the BMW. Hang with me. So, this is the tank I've been talking about. It's in rough shape, but nothing we can fix. It's an old Sundap tank, and let's see how it fits on the BMW. Here we have it in a very rough shape. It has to come down and the coils have to be repositioned as the ignition unit. The battery has to change position. We've started to mock it up because we have to widen the tunnel to get it over the frame, but I think it's gonna look tits with a smaller fuel tank. The bike loses 50 kilograms with this. It looks so much lighter. Also, have to install a rear fender mudguard because your back is dripping wet when it's wet outside, and it gets down your neck and it follows your back down your ass, and it's not so comfortable. And yeah, it's a lot to do. This is one of our first build. The first build was the Moto Guzzi, and then this. The electrics has to be upgraded, and yeah. But it will run for this summer, and let's see what happens after the summer, under the winter break. It has some good potential. That is it for this week, and next week we are continuing with the electrics on the SR500. My dad is getting the scrambler BMW ready for the summer, and stay tuned for part 2 and 3 for this SR500 with the electrics, and after that the foot pegs has to be mounted. My dad is going at it right now, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, hit the like, share it, let this community get a start and get some discussions going. And so comment in the comment section below, and go check out all the videos on the SR500, also on the Moto Guzzi. And yeah, I'll see you next week. Bye.